All right. So this actually was originally going to start with this, but we had 1,000 other things to talk about. You've been on the channel 3 times before now. Something is a little different this time. Uh,
Yes.
you look a little different this time around.
Little less time in the tanning bed, huh? I'm telling on myself. No,
Definitely.
yeah, so uh in January of this year, this is how I know I don't have any real friends. Uh in January of this year, I was standing in line at Walmart, and you know how they got the monitors over the cashiers or whatever. So I'm standing there and I just happen to glance up and I see a guy behind me with this big bald spot. And I was like, dang, man, that poor guy. I feel for you. Oh no! Oh no, that's me. So I pay for my stuff. I go straight to the car and I call Billy Corgan. I'm like, hey, it's time. This hair's got to go. And he's like, what are you talking about? I go, look, I'm telling you right now, I'm shaving my head and I'm going to get somebody to pay me to do it. I'm giving you first dibs, but somebody's going to pay me to shave my head because it's bad. It's so bad. I had no idea it was this bad. This is offensive. This is heartbreaking. And he's like, well, if you could wait till April, I think we can make it happen there. And I was like, absolutely. I'll give you 4 months. It's gone. It's got to go. Uh, and then, and then my quote unquote friends, I called them. It was just like, why would you not tell me? Like, I look like a crystal ball back here. How would I ever know? They're like, oh, we thought you knew. I was like, how?
Did you
Not one of you.
for the next 4 months were you constantly looking at it like where it was like destroying and
It's
eating away at
it's
you?
it's all I could see. It was all I could see. Just, I mean, I every time I would feel like a drop of rain, I just feel it like on the skull. Like, this is awful. What is happening? What happened to my luscious head of hair? Uh, Genetics are the worst sometimes. But but yeah, actually, the idea I pitched, I had a great idea that I was really hoping they were going to run with, but they went in a different route. My idea, uh, I wanted to lose it to Kerry Morton,
All right.
and the thought process was, do a couple. Keep in mind this is January, right? So I was going the this was the pitch. We start with a promo with the Miserably Faithful, and Father Mitchell is basically talking to Max and Judias, while Gags and I are just in the background being weird, creepy people, or whatever Gags is, and
An imp,
he's
maybe? I don't know.
yeah, verdict's still out. But Mitchell's, with the dawn of a new year, my my dreams of collecting have grown, and I dream of gold in the NWA. And you see me like perk up and run off screen. And then they wrap up the promo however they need to, whatever. Well, maybe the next episode of Power, have Kyle at the desk and I bust the podium. I need a shot at the world junior title. I've got to bring the father gold. I've got to make the father happy. And Kyle goes, well, Sal, you haven't even won a match in like a year. Why would you get a title shot? It's for the father. It's for the father. It's for the father. And I wander off, right? Maybe do something like that a couple times where clearly I am not getting this title shot. So then I do what any crazy person who's desperate to get a title shot would do: beat up Ricky Morton and try to cut his mullet. And then Kerry makes the save and goes, hey, you want a shot at the title? That's fine. But you got to put your hair on the line. You want to cut my dad's mullet? I'm gonna cut your hair. And then we go have the match. Blah blah blah. Kerry wins. They shave my head. That was my idea only because the thought of me trying to shave the mullet of Ricky Morton, like, come on.
Yeah.
Why hasn't anybody done this before?